Hey, Battle Bill, here with another video, getting some more Season 12 Go Battle League Battle Seas taking place in the Open Ultra Meta. And in today's video, I decided to do some top tier team building and just steal another content creator's team. Shout out to the homie HomesliceHenry for the team comp of Escav in the lead with Giratina, Altered, and Guzzlord. And we're trying out Guzzlord for a couple reasons. If you didn't get enough proof from HomesliceHenry's video when he put this out, Guzzlord is legit and is worth to raid. It's been in raids for a bit now. I want to say maybe at least the past week or so, and we'll be in for another week or so for the foreseeable future. Highly recommend you get your Guzzies for Ultra League and try to start trading them so you can get them for Great League CP. I was gonna say ELO. Great League CP. It's not going to be super highly recommended in Great League, but this thing is definitely legit in Ultra, and this team comp is top tier. I use it around the 3100 ELO, as you can see here. So above Legend ELO, and I had a bunch of success. Yes, it is ABB Week 2 Charm, and you can even claim that it gets swept by Togekiss, because Escav does not do well covering Togekiss. But Togekiss doesn't exist, trainers. This is not Season 1 PvP. This is not Season 2 Go Battle League. We are in Season 12. Nobody runs Togekiss in Open Ultra League, and if you do, you're lying. But this team with Escav in the lead covers that charm weakness well, and then of course also Escav just having the two dragons behind it to cover Escav's fire weakness. They handshake and say, great way to work together. So let's get into the battles. Let's get into this team. Let's get into this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's continue or begin some of this commentating. So as you can see, we are with the Guzzlord here, running the moveset of fast move of Dragon Tail with charge moves of Dragon Claw and Crunch. Highly recommend Crunch over Brutal Swing, even though Brutal Swing is the cheaper move. Crunch has a chance to debuff, and you'll mostly just be spamming Dragon Claws with your Guzzlord while running, Dragon Tail as a fast move. You're not generating energy super fast, but you're generating it at a good pace, and with the stab damage on Dragon Claw, that's mostly the play you're going to want to make. So getting into this next matchup, we have an interestingly positive lead here with Escav against Kanto Muck, and the opponent decides to stay in, throw a charge move, we counter down, they don't get off another move, we give up one shield, they top left, GG trainer, they knew Guzzlord was in the back, and they had just given up because obviously this team is the way. Great plays made by myself there to win. Getting to the next match, we have Escav on a Tapu Fini lead. The opponent decides to swap out. Escav Tapu Fini is a very awkward lead because they resist some of our moves. We take a bunch of neutral damage from theirs. I'm surprised that they swapped out in the way that they did, but they brought in Trev, and if you're sick of Trev, Talon, Flame Core, then boy do I have a mon for you. Guzzlord absolutely slaughters and walls Trev, resisting every move it could even think of throwing at you. And then Talonflame, you resist most of it except for the Brave Bird, and at the very least, you do tank the damage quite well because of Guzzlord's high HP step. The opponent comes in here with their Tapu Fini. We let the Moonblast come through because our Guzzy Wuzzy has done plenty of work. They come in with a Talonflame. They see another dragon. We've got our Escav's Fire Flying weakness covered quite well with the team comp, and we win another match. Getting to this next one, we have Trev lead, so we save swap Giratina Altered on this with this comp. They come in with a Poison Jab Skunk Tank. So this is a very awkward situation to be in because the Dark on the Ghost is not ideal, and we're not running Dragon Breath, we're running Shadow Claw, so they resist our fast move, but we are able to be oppressive. We're spamming the Dragon Claws. We do want to watch out for the crunches. Technically, we could survive one, but we really want to make sure we flip switch, and we don't want to let them commit shields to jab us all the way down. So we decide to shields up there, going for a Dragon Claw, most likely going to get their first shield. They probably don't want to let their Skunk Tank go down and then lose alignment. So they're getting to another charge move here, just as we're about to get to another Dragon Claw, and we are now shielding up again, because at this point, with all the jab damage, we are really not going to survive a crunch well. We end up misplaying, over farming, they get off the crunch, we do barely survive. Like I said, we're not going to survive well. Doesn't mean we won't survive, but we're there with a little bit of health, and our opponent decided that they'd rather keep their shield and give up alignment, which is going to be huge for us considering the circumstances. We do get off a Dragon Claw here. We do not get the Drapion's remaining shields, or the opponent's remaining shield, so we're going to come in with Escav, and now we've lined up their Trev lead. Was this a Trev lead match? I'm pretty sure it was, yes, with our Guzzlord, which again is super ideal. They throw a crunch. We want to be careful of them swapping. We're going for a drill run here. This will either take out the Drapion or get their last shield. Gets their last shield, waiting for them to swap, also expecting to throw a charge move. We are fine with letting our Escav go down because Guzzlord in the no shield against the Drapion, even with it over farming, is sitting in a beautiful switch situation situation. They're getting to a charge move. We're fully expecting this to be a Sludge Bomb. It is a Sludge Bomb, but again, you can see how well it's being tanked. They come in with their Trev. We're getting off a crunch for some heavy, super effective damage. It'd be super ideal here if we get the debuff. We do not get the debuff. Can we Dragon Tail down? Will Guzzlord survive the charge that comes through? Will it be Shadow Ball, or are they going to go double C-Bombs? Ends up being Shadow Ball. We survive quite comfortably at the charge move, going to throw the Dragon Claw, take out the Drapions' remaining health, and that is GG's for that match. I think that's the 4th of the set. We did a bunch of sets. We're getting into the next one. We did a bunch of sets with this team. I have one just to give a good summarizer of how well this team works in the Open Ultra League meta. We have a very beautiful lead here with Escav on Galarian Stunfisk, and our opponent is deciding to stay in. So we're going to overfarm a bunch, take advantage of them staying in. We're going to throw a Drill Run here. They decide to not even shield that, which is crazy. We're worried about letting our Escav's health go too low, even though this is only a Rock Slide, just because they're clearly super weak to Escav in the back, and they are. They come in with a Gengar. We throw the super effective Drill on to get their shield. We come in with our Guzzlord, and we're sitting here like, yo, we can absolutely slaughter and wall this Gengar, can't we? Not quite. We need to shield. It's a big Focus Blast coming through that would have one-shot our Guzzlord's entire health there. We're now going to commit to the Dragon Tail farm down because we know they are not going to be able to get to another Focus Blast. It'll only be a Shadow Punch, which tickles us. We're expecting the G-Fist to come in, but then again, that G-Fist probably has literally no health, so would have just been farmed for our Guzzlord. They come in with the Venusaur, and Guzzlord's got the rest of this matchup on lock. Escav slaughters in the lead, also scares the opponent and has them keep in their G-Fisk against us. And then Guzzlord handles the back line with that Dragon typing, taking care of the Grass type Venusaur, and the Dark typing, taking care of the Ghost type Gengar. We decide, though, just because we want to keep our Guzzy alive and 3-ball flex potentially, we swap into our Escav to eat the Frenzy Plant because we're going to hella resist every move that the Venusaur throws against our Escav. Plus, we go for the Mega Horn here for a little BMing because our opponent decided not to top left when clearly things were not going to be in their favor. But that is the team comp. Shout out to HomesliceHenry for it. Let me know your thoughts on the battles. Take advantage of these Guzzlord raids. I highly recommend it. Thank you so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Preach!